Let's talk to Suhaib Jaber as well, Syrian journalist forced to flee the country and then from Germany after being threatened by Syrian state cells due to his work as a journalist. He now has refugee status in the UK. Suhaib, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Your feelings watching these pictures, watching these images of your home country?
Thank you very much. First of all, I don't know how to describe my feelings actually, but what I can say is it's a glorious day for the Syrian people. Today, the souls of the victims who died under torture in Assad's regime prisons will rest in peace. Today, also, the refugees, the displaced people, over 15 million people around the world, now they will have hope again. They will have hope of safe homeland and a promising future. Today, also, the Syrians will live with dignity and freedom. Only dignity and freedom. That's what we asked for from the beginning of the Syrian revolution. Only dignity and freedom, and now we achieve it. Today also justice will be achieved. Only today Hamza and Hajar, the children who started the Syrian revolution, their souls will rest in peace as well. Not only them, but also the souls of almost million Syrians were killed by the Assad regime, the criminal Assad regime. Today, the international community must achieve the transition justice by persecuting the war criminal Bashar al-Assad, who's hiding, by the way, now. Nobody knows where is he. And
you think he should? You think he should be subject to the International Criminal Court?
Sure, for his horrible crimes. Also, these crimes were, documented by filming. Also, the soldiers. I don't know how they could film the crimes while they're killing people and throwing them in the prisons and torturing them. That was, documenting by these criminals, by these soldiers. They were filming their crimes live.
You yourself were tortured by the regime. Is that right, Suhaib?
Of course, yeah. I was with my father. I can't even now. I can forget the torture signs in my body, and now I can forget how they, tortured me with my father naked in the security branch in Deir ez-Zor. Now I can forget all of these things because I'm happy now because I see Syria free now.
Can I ask you, Suhaib, what they did to you and why?
Only because I was filming the demonstrations. I was, filming or recording videos for the protest in Syria in the beginning of the Syrian revolution, and immediately the security branch chased me. And when they didn't, or when they couldn't, find me, they arrested my father, and then I find myself with my father in the security branch with over 50 soldiers torturing us around the hour, like hanging us in the roof of the room, using several methods of torturing. I can't even know what is its names, like this methods. And it was horrible, actually. It's not only me. It's the situation of all the detainees in Assad's regimes. Of course, you saw the videos, which published around the 24 hours. It was horrible, actually. A lot of women, a lot of children, even children who burn in the prisons, like what happened in Saidnaya. Yesterday there was a video shows that there's a lot of children, like over 50 or 50 to 60 women with their children in Saidnaya. When the people there, got released of the prison, they didn't know where to go. Most of them also, doesn't remember their names.
So, what are your hopes now? I mean, obviously there is joy that you've articulated, that many millions of Syrians will feel that this barbarous regime appears to have finally gone. What is your thinking and hopes, perhaps even fears about what replaces it, what comes next?
Actually, it's not only my hope, but all the Syrian people's hope, which is, at first, like persecuting this war criminal Bashar al-Assad, and let him go to justice. Let him be punished for his crimes in law, in the new Syrian really law in Syria. And also all the war criminals, not only Bashar al-Assad. There's a lot of war criminals. Some of them are still in Syria now. Some of the others, fled from Syria. The international community should find these war criminals and punish them for their crimes. Also, I hope all the Syrian people, the displaced people, the refugees will go back to their homeland, to Syria, to begin a new, safe life with dignity, a new, safe life, to go to where they were and before the war started in Syria, to live a normal, happy life, to go back to my home at the end of the day, like as a Syrian citizen, like doing whatever I want to do in a safe place. Unfortunately, we can't achieve this immediately. The situation now, it's a little bit complicated, but in the future, this is my hopes. Only the normal life, which we deprived of along the 13 to 14 years ago.
Suhaib Jaber there, Syrian journalist forced to flee the country as a result of his work as a journalist in Syria, persecuted, tortured by the Assad regime, speaking, I'm sure, for many millions about hopes, fears as well to come, and a desire to return to Syria to live, quote, a normal life.